Hello and welcome to my channel and to this gentle flowing practice for when you need a little bit of calm in your life. If you are new to my channel, then please do subscribe and take a look at all the other videos that I have. Today's practice is very much a slow flow, incorporating movement with breath, and the breath always coming first. You don't need anything for this practice, but if you do have a cushion or a yoga block, then that might be quite useful. We are going to begin seated today, so if you do want to find a cushion to sit on or a block, then grab one now and then join me in any comfortable seat on your mat. Relaxing your hands either on your knees or in your lap, and just closing down your eyes. By switching off one of our senses, we turn in a little bit more. And we can focus on our breath. We can really notice where that breath moves to within the body. We're going to take 5 long inhales and long exhales. And this is an exercise that you can do at any point during your day when you're feeling a little bit overwhelmed. Just take a couple of minutes, sit quietly, maybe close down your eyes. And when you draw your breath in through your nose, visualize your belly rising, your lungs inflating, your ribs gently expanding out to the side. And then when you release that breath, either through your nose or maybe making a sighing sound through your mouth, release all that air, every last drop, emptying the lungs, feeling your belly button return back towards the spine. Continue in this manner just for a couple more breaths. Drawing in for maybe a count of 4 or 5. Holding at the top of that breath and then releasing, feeling your whole body relax as you release the air from your body. Let's just do one more here, breathing in and breathing out. And on your exhale, just feel your shoulders relax. Notice the muscles around your jaw soften. And if your eyes are closed, begin to flutter those eyelids open, reaching your arms out to the side and then taking them up towards the ceiling as we breathe in. As we breathe out, we're going to take a little twist over towards the left, taking that left hand onto your knee, your right hand behind. Lengthen through your spine and gently twisting around towards the left. Always remembering to try and keep your shoulders soft here. On your next breath, we're going to reach it all the way back up. And as we breathe out, finding that twist onto the other side. Shoulders soft, using the muscles around your center to draw you around gently. Excellent. Coming back to face the front. And then we're going to come over onto all fours. Stacking your wrists underneath your shoulders and your knees underneath your hips. Find your stable base to begin with, and then as we breathe in, we lower the belly to the earth, draw the shoulders back and down, and inhale into our cow position. As we breathe out, moving the spine in the opposite direction, tucking chin to chest and spine to ceiling. Keep moving between these two postures, beginning to really coordinate your breath with your movement here. Feeling into every part of your body as you move into your cow and then back into your cat pose. And from cat pose, we're going to take it back with that rounded spine, bottom towards heels, taking the knees a little bit wider on your mat and walking your hands out in front of you, releasing your forehead to the floor. Coming into your child's pose here, just feel your body sinking down to the earth, fully relaxing in this posture. And then on your next inhale, bring yourself back up onto your knees, back onto all fours, tucking your toes and lifting yourself into your downward facing dog. Just let your head feel heavy here. I am wearing the wrong glasses, they keep falling off. So let your head feel heavy, walk out your feet in your downward facing dog. And then find a moment of stillness, lifting those hips towards the ceiling, sending your chest back towards your thighs, and allow your head to fully relax. Inhaling that right leg up towards the ceiling in three-legged dog, and then bending the knees, you open out your hip. Bring some movement into your ankle, making some small circles here, and then extending that right leg back behind you. On your next breath, draw that knee in towards your nose, maybe touching nose to knee, and then stepping that right foot between your hands. Find your balance on the ball of your left foot, and then sweep your arms up into a high lunge. Relax your shoulders, but really feel that stretch through the palm of your hands and into your fingertips here. Nice deep breath in, maybe even shifting your gaze towards the ceiling. As you exhale, you lower your hands down towards the earth, and we step it straight back into our downward facing dog, coming onto the opposite side, lifting that left leg, bending the knee, opening out the hip, and bringing some mobility into the ankle. Straightening your left leg behind you, bending the knee into the nose, and then dropping your foot between the hands. Lightly done. Staying on the ball of your right foot, we sweep the arms up into our crescent lunge on this side. Again, challenging your balance by looking up towards your fingertips here. As we breathe out, we float the hands down, framing our left foot, and this time we're stepping it forward. So stepping right foot to meet left, taking your feet a little bit wider, a nice deep bend in your knees, holding the opposite elbows, and having a little sway in your rag doll. Releasing your elbows, trailing your fingertips towards the earth, and then slowly rolling yourself all the way up to standing. Taking your feet together towards the top of your mat in your mountain pose. Lift your shoulders to your ears and roll them back and down. Coming into a balance as we bring the weight into our right foot and just lift that left knee. We can take the hands around the front of the shin, really root down through that standing leg, lengthen through your spine as you draw your knee in towards you here. From here, take your hands to your heart and begin to take your left leg behind you, finding our warrior 3 balance. You can keep your toes to the floor if your balance isn't feeling too comfortable, or you can bring yourself into this letter T shape. Hold it for a couple of breaths, remember to breathe, and then slowly drop your back foot behind you, and we're opening our arms out into warrior 2. So adjust your feet if you need to. Staying strong in your front foot and your back foot. Shoulders are soft. As we breathe in, we're going to straighten our front leg and reach our arms up. As we breathe out, we take it back into warrior 2. Just 2 more times. Inhale, we lift and lengthen. Exhale, we release and sink down into that warrior. Last time, breathing in. Exhale, sinking it down. Taking our left arm behind our back, reaching our right arm up and behind in our reverse warrior. As we exhale, we flow back through our warrior 2. Straightening our front leg and turning all 10 toes to face the long edge of your mat. As you roll your shoulders back and down, hinging from your hips, we extend forward, leading with the crown of the head. Now, you can take your hands onto your legs, you can take your hands to the earth, or if you want to, you can use a block just to lift the floor up towards you. Feeling that stretch down the back of your legs. Take a couple of breaths here, rocking the weight a little bit more into the front of your feet, but keeping your heels glued to the earth. We're going to walk our hands around towards the top of our mat now and come down onto our left knee, walking our right foot out to the side. This is where you might want your block, taking your hands onto a block or a cushion. Walk your right foot in front of you as we come into our lizard pose. Feeling that stretch in the front of our left hip flexor here. If you want to experiment with flexibility and mobility, we can take forearms down onto the block or onto the floor. This is where you really test your breath, trying to keep your breath flowing smoothly in this challenging position. Staying here for 2 more inhales. Breathing out through nose or mouth. Last inhale. And then returning your hands to the floor if they are on your block. Walk that foot back into center, and we're going to step it forward to the top of the mat. A little forward fold when we get there, and then slowly rolling yourself all the way up. Let's reach our arms up. Touch our palms together, bring hands to heart, and take the weight into your left foot as we lift that right knee. Wrapping our hands around the front of the shin, holding this balance, maintaining the focus and the breath. Take your hands to your heart. Begin to extend your right leg behind you now, finding warrior three. Again, you might want to keep your toes to the floor, or you may be able to find a deeper balance, whatever works for you today. And then dropping that right foot behind you, moving your feet around, and then opening out your arms into your warrior two. As we breathe in, we find that flowing movement. We inhale and we exhale. Inhale, lifting, finding length. Exhale, rooting down, staying strong through the lower part of the body. Last time we inhale, taking it up. Exhale, releasing down. Taking your right arm behind you, lifting up with the left as we find reverse warrior. Keep flowing, keep breathing, returning into warrior two. Hands come to hips, all 10 toes facing the long edge of your mat. Roll your shoulders back and down. Breathing in, root down through your feet, breathing out, folding forward. Seeing where we come to on the opposite side of your mat. Move your feet if you need to, tipping the weight a little bit further forward into your toes. Just 2 more breaths here. And then walking your hands around towards your left foot. Walk your left foot to the outer edge of the mat as you drop your right knee to the floor. Using your block if you would like, either just to rest your hands on or experimenting with drawing your forearms down towards the earth. Relax the muscles in your jaw and your forehead. Try not to clench your knuckles. Bringing yourself back onto your hands. Walking your foot back into center now and then stepping it behind you so you are on your knees, sitting back onto your bottom, and then bringing your legs out in front of you here. Turning your toes up to face the ceiling, resting your hands alongside your hips. Keeping your right leg extended, bring your left foot to the inside of your right leg. Reaching your arms up towards the ceiling. Now, if you've got any lower back problem, please stay low with your hands. Otherwise, we lift, and as we breathe out, again hinging from the hips, so keeping your back lengthened, we fold forward, relaxing your hands down wherever they come to. And try and keep that length through the top part of your spine and your neck. It's always very tempting here to maybe tuck your chin and try and force your head towards the knee. But imagine you are lengthening from your chest or the crown of your head towards the top of your mat. So it doesn't matter how far you fold forward over that leg. It's all about feeling that sensation down the back of your right leg and breathing and softening into spaces that may have felt a little tight. As we breathe in, we walk our hands back. Take your left hand behind your hip. Sweep around with your right, push up onto your foot and open out through the front of your body into our half wild thing. Continuing to flow with the breath as you breathe out, we lower all the way back down and come straight onto the other side with our forward fold. Taking your left leg extended on the mat, your right foot to the inside, toes face up. We breathe in and we lift. We breathe out and we lengthen, relaxing the arms alongside the leg, shuffling the shoulders, breathing. Again, you use your inhale to notice the space within your body and the exhale to soften and relax into that space. As we breathe in, we walk the hands back. Take your right hand behind you, sweep around with the left, opening out the front of your body in your half wild thing. Exhale, taking it back down. Extending your right leg in front of you and very slowly lowering yourself down towards the floor, lying flat on your mat, bringing a bend into your knees, giving your legs a little hug, so rocking your spine from side to side, and finishing this short practice with a twist, keeping that bend in the knees as you take the soles of your feet to the floor. The arms can come wide, they can come above the head as we drop our knees over towards the right hand side and turn your gaze towards the left. Begin to close down your eyes, again just shutting off one of those senses so that you can draw inwards a little bit and pay close attention to how your breath is moving through your body as we arrive at the end of this practice today. You can stay here for as long as you like, enjoying the effects of gravity as they draw your knees down to the earth. And when you're ready, we come back through center and we take the legs over to the left and the gaze to the right. Deep breath in, long breath out. Breath assisting gravity to relax and calm and still the body and quieten the mind. Drawing your legs back into center. Again, once more, giving yourself a little hug. Now you can stay on the earth if you want to, taking a few minutes in Shavasana, or you can come back to a seated position if you are keen to get on with your day. Finding a cross-leg posture and taking your hands to your heart center. Give yourself a little bow of thanks for making the effort to do some movement, some focused breathing, and giving yourself this time. See you on the mat again very soon.